My formal title is Ratu Muta Princess Karen Kentrell from Indonesia, the Royal House of Kupang, with His Imperial Highness Leopold Nisnani.
And you have two events back to back. You have this amazing royal gala tonight, and you also, where you're going to be having the prince and or His Imperial Highness. And can you tell us a little bit about that?
What an exciting time for us to have one of our trustees, His Imperial Highness Prince Ermias Sahle-Selassie Haile-Selassie. He is not only a trustee, he is a beloved friend, and there are many people in the Royal Society of St. George, California, that are in many of his orders. So we're honored to have both their highnesses, not only him, but the beautiful and talented Princess Saba Kabiti as well.
That's wonderful. And then tomorrow, you're also going to have a huge event with Marquis John Blakemore, is that correct?
Well, yes, how exciting that's going to be too. We are going to actually do the official installation of Marquis John Blakemore tonight as the new president of the Royal Society of St. George, California. And then tomorrow we will announce that to the public among 60 guests that we have. We also are having the induction of 10 of our new members into the Royal Society of St. George. Plus we have Raja Muda, Dr. Enrico Melson, who is receiving his title from Leopold Nisnani, and he and Leatham Stern will receive the Medal of Honor from the Royal Society of St. George, California. Then they will receive the Humanitarian Award from the United Nations Association of America, and then they will also receive other awards as well from the White House, from President Joe Biden, with the beautiful Voluntary Service Awards that they'll get. So there's lots going on, but there's always lots going on with the Royal Society of St. George. We have many programs, and our people are magnificent and munificent, and they are loyal, dedicated servants to us. We appreciate them and appreciate all our sponsors that we had this year as well. So I appreciate the interview, and thank you so much, Jackie. Always a pleasure to have you.
Also, but I think you're going to talk to us a little bit. I think there is going to be two donations this evening. Is that correct?
Yes. The Royal Society of St. George is donating $2,000 to the Holy Cathedral Church for its repair in Ethiopia. And then we're also donating $1,000 to the Ukraine. And we are also collecting more money, of course, for that. We have a campaign on the Royal Society of St. George, California page where you can go under the picture of His Imperial Highness, Prince Ermias Sahle-Selassie Haile-Selassie, and you can make your donations there. There is no donation too small. We will take it to repair the Holy Cathedral in Ethiopia.
So here we are with Brenda Young at the Royal Society of St. George Gala this evening. And how are you feeling about being part of this event?
Oh, yes, it's great. As you mentioned, I'm an honorary member. I admire chair words of the association and Princess Karen. Then I want to support.
Oh, great. And you're a very, very highly successful businesswoman in California. Can you tell me a little bit about your business?
Oh, yes. Dynasty Intimate Corporation was established in 1984. It's a laundry company, mainly running ladies' underwear, and we do development, design, fitting, production, and sell to all the domestic and Europe as well. Not only sell to domestic department store, chain store, and also we sell to online, internet, and catalog.
Oh, that's a very successful business.
Thank you.
And what advice would you give to women coming up in your industry?
I would say not only in my industry and beyond, my wish all women have healthy, minds and healthy body.
Oh, yeah, that is very important. And just to really take care of themselves.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. I hope this evening will be successful.
And tell us how you're feeling about being at this event this evening.
Very good. It's been several years since I've seen His Imperial Highness, and it's always good to see him.
And how have you been involved with the Royal Society of St. George?
I was one of the founding members of the Royal Society in California. I've had several positions in its leadership.
So here we are with Christopher Hulbert, is that correct?
That is correct, yes, Christopher Hulbert.
And so, first of all, today you're going to be inducted as a new member, is that correct?
Actually, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Today's just the amazing gala.
Just the amazing gala.
Yes, and we're so excited about it. And tell us, you also have an announcement to make.
Yes, I'm going to be the assistant to Princess Karen Cantrell.
And what does that involve?
Whatever she needs me to do.
And then I think you have a little dog as well that's going to be helping.
Yes, my little dog is being appointed mascot. Her name's Chicklet, and she's a Chihuahua from LA. But she's, fairly international. She speaks at least 2 languages. And as long as there's treats involved, she can fake any other language, probably.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes.
Well, we're very excited. And when is that going to happen? Is there an official date of
Yes.
the start of that?
December 17th will be that announcement.
Oh, that's great. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And have fun at your induction tomorrow. And I'm sure I'll be seeing you tomorrow as well.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Nice to have met you.
So we're here with Christopher. How are you today?
Happy to be amongst the living.
So tell us some of the projects you've been working on.
Well, I've been going to Ukraine off and on for the last year. I just returned from my 3rd trip. Spent about 6 months there throughout the year. And I was there as a humanitarian volunteer. And I was working with a couple of organizations, Global Augmentation, which is a nonprofit based here in the United States, and Base UA and Red Kalina, which are Ukrainian-based organizations. And we were delivering medical and humanitarian aid throughout the country to places like Bucha after it was recently liberated. And I was also on a team doing extractions, evacuations from a town called Bakhmut, where civilians were trying to flee the country, or rather flee the fighting. And I would just like everybody to know that the Ukrainian spirit is unstoppable, and I'm inspired by them.
And how are you feeling to be here at this amazing gala for the Royal Society of St. George tonight?
It's an honor to be around so many people who truly, legitimately are trying to do something to influence and have a positive impact. I mean, I've been around different communities of people that pay a lot of lip service to trying to make a difference, and the people in this room, the people that you've interviewed, are actually making a difference, and that is also very inspiring to me.
That's wonderful. And can people find out more about how to help your organization, where they could go to do, maybe donate some money or some volunteer services?
Absolutely. So I run a nonprofit organization called Warriors for Peace Theater. And if people want to support our mission in Ukraine or support the theater arts that helps veterans, our website is wfptheater.com, Warriors for Peace Theater. Thank you.
I am Raja Muda, Dr. Enrico Melson, also Kaitiaki, from New Zealand. The Raja Muda title the Kaitiaki title is from New Zealand. The Raja Muda title is from Pahang in West Timor, Indonesia.
And how long have you been involved with the Royal Society of St. George?
I've been involved since 2016, much more actively though within this past year. I have worked from a number of other lineages with many of the founding members of the Royal Society.
And what is your responsibility as a doctor and a philanthropist to the world around you?
As a physician, I have to become more than just a technician as a practitioner of medicine. So my principal responsibility, once I became a physician 40 years ago, my principal responsibility has been to elevate medicine back to being a true healer. So that is meaning reintegrating the spirit of the priest physician. And so I have spent my career studying and becoming credentialed in many different disciplines across medicine, Western medicine, Eastern medicine, what you call spirit, mind, body medicine, integrative medicine, etc. So as to be able to really help people with healing and not just with disease management. That's how I see it still going forward. I am not so much practicing one-on-one in clinics now. I'm teaching students all over, and regarding the integration of Eastern and Western, ancient and modern, and the integration of spirituality with quantum physics and quantum computing and things of this sort.
And how do you encourage action in others?
The first important thing is to show people that they are important. That is even more important than whatever examples I may be able to manifest and demonstrate in my own behavior, comport, and conduct. I found over the years that I'm not all that important as a role model. I am much more important, much more valuable as someone who might be able to inspire others to understand what's inside themselves and nurture that.
That's fantastic. Can people find out more information about you? Where could they find out more information?
Well, I can be contacted through the Royal Society of St. George, of course, and I also occasionally put up some videos on YouTube. I'm not very much in self-promotion nowadays, but I am here to do my part. I know you asked me the question also about philanthropy. So a lot of the work that I do, again, is to assist in bringing about some projects on very large scales that are intended to help us get through these tumultuous times of transition on a global scale. The reorganization of all the major institutions of human activity is underway. Not all of that reorganization is smooth. Not all of it is beneficent. Some of it is actually quite malevolent. But even that which is malevolent still deserves the love, still deserves the engagement, still deserves the opportunity to be exposed to those who would see that there is a greater good that comes even from divergent opinions and even from very different backgrounds. So I'm often on the front lines in that sense as being one to help try to bring resolution to things which otherwise were previously seen as polar opposites. So philanthropy is a part of that process, and it's not my personal wealth per se. I'm modest in that way. I've given away most of what I've earned over the years, but I'm in a position now strategically to help leverage quite large sums and large areas and spheres of influence, and so that's my service. That is how I see it at this point.
So tell the audience your names.
Elise Papazian Pritikin.
Oliver Scott Pritikin.
And so we have some exciting news. Tomorrow you're going to be inducted, is that correct? Into the Royal
Yes.
Society of St. George?
Yes, very exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And how are you feeling about this gala this evening?
Oh, it's very glamorous. It's always a good excuse to get dressed and be glamorous now, and especially after COVID. Yeah, we're really happy.
Yeah, I agree. It's exciting getting out after COVID. We haven't done much of that.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And do you guys live in the LA area or?
No, we live in San Francisco, though for many years I lived here, and I was a costumer and a stylist for celebrities for many years, so it's always fun to come back.
Oh, that's great. Well, I love what you're wearing, actually. It's beautiful.
Thank you very much.
I could tell, very stylish.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And we love the society. Everybody's been really welcoming here, and we're big fans of London. We're there every summer. So it's a treat to be a part of the group.
Hi, I'm Ratu Muda Malkabas Ruvain. I'm a Ratu Muda, or Duchess, from the Principality of Kupang in Indonesia.
Oh, that's wonderful. And what brings you here this evening?
Well, I've been a member of the Royal Society of St. George for quite some time, and I'm very passionate about the humanitarian work involved. I've spent years working in homelessness and in food insecurity. So any organization that is working with things like this means a lot to me.
Oh yeah, that's so important, especially nowadays. So I think that's wonderful that you're working with that. So what's most exciting you about tonight's gala?
Well, I think it's the assortment of people we've got. It's such a wide variety of people, from Laura Angelini, who's a well-known singer, to the Crown Prince of Ethiopia. We have literally everybody here, and they're all getting to share and to hear each other's messages about things that we can do to help each other and really improve the world around us. Not just overseas, but right next door, and not just on one side of the world, but on every corner.
Wonderful.
Well, I come from a film family, and if you want to be a gondola repairman, you have to be in Venice, Italy. So if you're making movies, you really have to be in Hollywood, and it's an absolutely wonderful place. It's almost the best of all things, I think.
That's lovely. And what projects are you focused on at the moment?
Well, as you may know, I'm here with Lord and Lady Munson, and Lord Munson has written a couple of very, very wonderful books, successful, and recently he has now the rights to take them to screen. So I'm introducing him to many of my Hollywood colleagues. So one is called The Palace Diaries. It's effectively, if you imagine Bridget Jones and you dropped her right in the middle of the crowd. It's very sweet, it's very kind to Charles, and it's very funny. I won't tell you too much, but there are moments of royalty vacuuming naked and all sorts of funny things going on, but very sweet, very harmless, very entertaining, and we're hoping to take that to a television series.
Oh, that's so exciting. Let us know, and we'll be there at the grand viewing and opening.
Absolutely, we'd be delighted to have you.
And finally, how are you feeling about being included in this amazing gala event?
Well, this is wonderful. I mean, our beautiful host, Princess Karen, has put together an incredible event here. We have a celebration of humanitarian, and we have, of course, Lord Munson himself, and of course we have Ethiopian royalty here. So it's a remarkable event. I think it's something that we need a lot more of, and I think the spirit of the Society of St. George is something that should be kept alive and should flourish, because in today's world, we're missing a lot of those qualities and a lot of those values. So I think this is a much needed, priceless, and very timely event.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, thank you for taking the time, and have a wonderful evening.
My name is His Royal Highness Vance Whippo. I am one of the kings in Ghana in New Swerso, Asane.
Oh, that's wonderful. So, how are you feeling about being involved with this gala tonight?
It's wonderful. I've been looking forward to it, talking to everybody that talked about past events, and it just seems so exciting.
Oh, that's wonderful. Is there any particular project that you wanted to talk about tonight, or you'd like to let the viewers know about?
Of course, yeah. I work a lot with Africa and Indonesia as my philanthropy areas, and the need for water in Africa is very important for me, and health as well. So right now we're in the middle of building a hospital in the kingdom there that I work for. And in Indonesia, we've got very similar situations because both are republics, but they still have their monarchies within sight of them. So.
Oh, that's wonderful. Is there something that could people get involved and help your charities at this time?
We would love to, if they can contact the Royal Society of St. George, they can be put in contact with me, and I can put them to work or find a way to go and send us money and help us out.
Well, have a wonderful evening. It was so nice speaking with you tonight.
Thank you very much.
So here we are with Laura Angelini. You're a top billboard artist, a recording artist, a philanthropist. Mm-hmm. So Laura, what songs inspire you and make you feel confident and positive?
Well, I did a remake of What the World Needs Now is Love. And it's called Share That Love. What the World Needs Now is Love. And it's my very first single. And to me, it's uplifting. It connects everybody. We need to unite the world and get everyone together right now and find out what we have in common. So that's one of my power kind of get up songs every day and spread out to the world. Please share that love.
And you also have a website called sharethatlove.org, correct?
Yes.
Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. I'm the founder of sharethatlove.org, and it's a charitable organization, 501c3, and we do all different kinds of work all over the world, from helping with sea life to also partnering with disaster relief. Anywhere that we can do good in the world, Share That Love spreads that love all over the world. So you can visit my website, sharethatlove.org, and see all the things that we're up to and getting done in the world.
And are you excited to be here this evening?
I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled to be here, and as always, I'm very thankful and grateful to be an honorary member of the RSSG Royal Society of St. George. Thank you for that honor, and also to meet the Imperial Highness tonight. So it's a very exciting night to be here at this gala. Very excited.
Well, have fun tonight. You look beautiful as always, and have a great evening.
Thank you, and please check me out on Spotify and sharethatlove.org, and we'll see you soon.
Can you tell us, why did you choose to live in Los Angeles?
Well, I chose to come here because I've been invited, because there's an interest in 2 books I've written. And I just absolutely adore this place, everything I'm learning about it. The other thing is, I'm American. You wouldn't believe it. I sound English, but I'm American. My father is 3/4 American through American blood. And there are 2 towns in New England named after the family. But it's, I also have come here to talk about the charity I created called Help for Ukraine. And helpforukraine.org.uk delivers ambulances through a group of our friends that we put together. We buy second-hand ambulances and send them out to Ukraine freighted with aid. And I want to thank United Airlines very much for allowing this to happen. They've been of great help.
Oh, that's marvelous. That's so great that you're helping Ukraine. And tell me, what do you like about California?
Oh, California, it's the city of angels. It's just fabulous. Hollywood, how amazing is that? And the attitude of everyone, can-do attitude, it's marvelous. It's fantastic.
I love that. And are you really excited to be involved with this magnificent gala tonight?
I certainly am. And my wife and I have flown over from London just to be here tonight.
Oh, how was your trip?
Wonderful. United Airlines looked after us very well.
Oh, that's great. And so, could we speak with your wife as well?
Yes, certainly.
Okay, great.
Silvana Monson.
I love what you're wearing. You look so beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Yes. And so, tell us how you are feeling about being here tonight at this amazing gala.
Oh, very, very nice. It is a pleasure to be able to be here.
Oh, that's wonderful. And what makes it so special, the Royal St. George Society, to you?
It's all connected with England, isn't it?
It is,
and,
yes.
And the great, how can I say it, the great example of St. George,
Yes.
who went out and he slayed a dragon for the benefit of humanity. How wonderful is that?
Oh, it is wonderful. Well, we hope that you guys have a wonderful time this evening, and we are so grateful that you stopped by to speak with us.
You're very welcome.
Thank you very much for
Thank you.
inviting me to speak with you. Thank you.
Thank you. Marquis John Blakemore, tonight you're going to be inducted as the new president of the Royal Society of St. George.
That's right.
Can you tell me about some of your responsibilities for this organization?
Well, responsibilities all come from history and tradition. And my family came here in the 1600s, and it turned out that my mother's family were royalists, my father's family were rebels. So we've had a lot of tradition, we've had a lot of history here as well as there, and my goal is to continue the tradition of history and goals of making people aware of English traditions and customs.
Oh, that's wonderful. And what is the objective of the Premier Patriotic Society of England?
Well, to foster knowledge and make sure that there's an understanding of not only England, but the history of St. George and the Commonwealth.
That's wonderful. Well, it's going to be a wonderful evening tonight, and is there anything else you'd like to tell people if they want to get involved with the Royal Society?
Find us online. We're happy to encourage new members, active new members especially. And that's one of our goals for this year, is to increase our membership across the board.
Well, have fun tonight, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So here we are with Maryanne Parker. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful, thank you.
And so, as the Vice President of the Royal Society of St. George, can you tell us about tonight's event?
Tonight's event will be very exciting, very elaborate, very unique, and very timely, because we have a very interesting speaker, something that we cannot really have every time. So we're really enjoying this time. What we're going to be talking about is about, we'll be discussing actually the humanitarian efforts of our organization. We're going to be talking about the hope and the faith for better 2023.
Oh, that's wonderful. Can you tell me what is one of the most intellectually challenging things that you've ever had to face?
You know, when we're talking about intellectual challenges, there are always challenges in terms when we put perspective to facts, because this is very difficult to navigate. Sometimes we have a different perception, but the reality is much more challenging than what we actually expect to happen. And this is what we're going to try to work for the future.
Oh, I love that. And what role has made you a better person?
You know, communicating with people, being involved with in events with a good cause are always very beneficial for everyone, including for myself. So I think that everyone can benefit quite a bit from meeting with us, from talking to us, helping each other, and just for the better of the organization and the world.
Yeah. No, it's a lovely organization.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, and have fun tonight.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So we're here with Mr. Zhou. As one of the few honorary members of Asian nationality, what advice would you give to help promote the Royal Society of St. George?
As everybody knows, the Royal Society has a history with 129 years old, and this is for the world class charity. Is endorsement by the Victoria a long time ago, then by the Queen Elizabeth II, and right now, of course, the Charles King III. And the Royal Society and many, many branches in the world. But in California, the branch, I think, is very wonderful. That's why I joined 2019. And I see the Royal Society, the top leaders is also Los Angeles Beverly Hills Beverly Arts of the Lava International Art Festival of the top leader. So we're kind of like enjoyed that. So I really, from the deep heart, to thank to Royal Society, from the England to the California. They are really have the world-class management in the world. And so I appreciate them. So on their advice I give, because I'm the founder of the Los Angeles Beverly Arts of the Lava International Art Festival. So we do a lot, but in the past 3 years, we have done more than 40 events for arts. The events, it's a celebrity and a charity. So I hope we will have the more and more the charity business with the Royal Society and the Los Angeles Beverly Arts with international artists like the Jana Huang, like Todd Williamson, like Lisa Shawty. They are all fantastic. They are all international. So right now, could you give me a little bedtime, I want to take a little bit, maybe 3 or 1 minute video call to the Beijing. There right now is just in the morning, 8 o'clock. There's a Jana Huang. He is a top honor member. He's a care about our event today from Beijing. Then right now he want to talk to you. Okay?
Oh, that's wonderful.
Okay. Hey, 黄老师你好。你好，你好，好。然后你跟 yeah, you hold this for me. They want to talk to you. They want to give you a little bit of interview. You're from Beijing. Everybody right now is watching you and wants to say hello to you. Everybody know you're in the Beijing. You are honorary member of the Royal Society. Okay, you hold it. You shoot to this. Thank you.
Hi, how are you? So hi, how are you today? Yes, hi. So how do you feel about this event?
就是你在哪儿听说了？你什么时候听说这个今天这个欢迎晚宴的？欢迎这个关于埃塞俄比亚的这王子以及他们国家的这皇室的主席，这个欢迎晚宴以及这个慈善募款。
早就听你说过了。
早就听我说过。好的，你现在怎么样？想说着祝贺他们的话吗？
祝贺晚宴成功，大家高兴、愉快、吉祥。
好的，好的，谢谢你，谢谢你这么早起来跟我们见面。Thank you. OK，Thank you， 王老师，谢谢。我们待会儿见，你等一会儿，我再拍一张照片。好，谢谢。好，行了。Okay, you have another question?
Yes, I did, actually. So, as obviously as the founder of LABA, you're one of the sponsors for this amazing event tonight. How do you feel about the sponsorship?
Oh, you know, even this is the background. This is the banner is sponsored by the LABA, Los Angeles Performing Arts of LABA. LABA right now we have more than 20 board members. They know we always do the cooperation with Royal Society, the St. George, and you know, very happy. We're very happy to do that because Royal Society, I already have to say it, the Royal Society is a charity organization. It is a world-class, international and national charity organization, and it is, you know, with a long history, 129 years. So we are proud to be the one of a part of them. So I feel very happy.
Oh, thank you so much, Joey. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Laurent Kayat, Marquis of Sicily of Cappadocia. That's about it. I have a little bit more, but that's fine.
Well, that's wonderful. And can you please tell us what being here tonight means to you?
It means a lot. I was lucky enough to be invited by Princess Karen and to meet His Highness, His Royal Highness Ermias tonight. I know a lot about his grandfather, but I've never met the grandson. So today would be an honor to meet him and all the good things that the Royal St. George is doing about this evening. Of course, a lot of donation going to the Orthodox Church of Ethiopia, but I think this is a very good thing that Princess Karen is doing for all of us, helping the world around. This is what I do anyway. So.
And what would you say to your multitude of followers?
Keep following. There's more adventures to come, and they can only get better and better.
Can you tell us what your inspiration is?
My inspiration is, I'm not inspired by anyone except my mother. My mother was an orphan until she was 18. All her life she was an orphan, lived in an orphanage. And for me, it is my goal and duty to really help orphanages around the world. Not all of them, but a big part of it. And we just came back from a trip to Cambodia where we served over 500 meals and gave orphanages a lot of toys, clothes, education materials, and gifts about the first week of April. So it was very touching. Obviously, I couldn't go because of my health, but people of my group of the Royal Order of Constantine, the Knights went there with WNM Club Japan, and they flew in and helped all these people. And this is what we do. And this is what my inspiration is. This came from my mother.
So here we are with Todd Williamson. How are you, Todd?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Great. So how are you feeling about this amazing gala this evening?
You know, I've never been to this hotel, and I've lived in LA for 35 years. So the venue is spectacular, and I'm very excited to meet royalty tonight and enjoy all the people that are coming. It should be a lot of fun.
Yeah. And you're also a member of LAVA as well, correct?
I am. I'm a co-chair with LAVA, and I'm an honorary member of the Society of St. George. So I'm a little bit combined membership.
That's great. And you're also working on some art events as well sometimes. Is that your art, correct?
I am. I just came from New York this past weekend. I had a show that opened at the Burgess Gallery there with Helen Frankenthaler and Elaine de Kooning and also Hunter Biden. So we had an enormous amount of press that was happening. It was a little crazy.
And where can people find information about your art and yourself?
Well, you can find it on my website, and which is toddwilliamson.com, and it also will take you to the different shows that I've done and the people that represent me around the world. So that's pretty easy.
Well, have fun tonight. Thank you for
Thank
stopping
you.
by.
I'm excited about it. Should be fun.
I just was wondering, how are you feeling about being here tonight?
This is going to be an amazing evening. We are so lucky to be in the Biltmore Hotel. This is a historic monument. It's a gorgeous building, and we're going to have an amazing event tonight that is just going to be spectacular.
And what does it mean for you to be here tonight?
I am very happy to meet the Crown Prince of Ethiopia and to contribute to his project to restoring the cathedral in Abbas.
And do you have any projects that you'd like to talk about this evening?
I do. Since the war broke out in Ukraine, I've been working on raising money and sending medical supplies to Ukraine. We sent thousands of dollars of necessary emergency medical equipment, thermal underwear, helping also just send cash infusions to people who have been affected. I have helped rebuild one person's home so that they have security in Bucha. And I'm just trying to do all my best to keep that going.
Oh, that's great. Can people help you with this cause?
They can. They can donate through Christopher Loverro's theater company, Warriors for Peace Theater. And all of the money that I raise will go through his theater company, and then we send it off to Ukraine.
I know that you're a trustee of the Bowers Museum, and you've been involved with many charitable organizations. So what do you think about this event this evening?
Well, I think this event is very important. As many charities events, we try to be understood and also understanding the culture and the background of each charitable events. And I think for this one, and I'm so proud to be here because it's kind of a study institution
and also with a high cultural backgrounds. So I'm happy that I see many different people from different places. So it's very nice.
And as Asian women in the United States, how do you understand what the Royal Society is about?
Well, as a Chinese woman in the States, and I enjoy all the opportunities and to attend different events, and also as a global CEO of MD Scientific Skincares, and we have to understand all different type of skins, but also behind the skin behind it is a human, is individuals. So we truly admire the culture and educations of each country. So this is a very wonderful thing to be here, and I would love to enjoy every moment coming up to see everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening. Your Highness, I know tonight you're going to be receiving the Humanitarian Award in special recognition and appreciation of outstanding performance in aiding the less fortunate, perfecting the nature of mankind, eliminating the suffering and pain of others, and dedication to excellence. What is the significance of this award to you?
I believe it's for my wife, which is, it means for me, it's exactly. And I'll let her answer that question. Yeah,
I think Your Highness, that you are going to be receiving an award, and then I think your wife is also receiving
a different one. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
What the significance for me is that we have friends in California who support our cause and who care about the less fortunate and who care about causes that we've stood up for, such as preservation of culture. So we're very happy to celebrate it with them, and particularly we're thankful for St. George's Society for hosting us here.
Oh, that's wonderful. And what do you think with the impact of this award, would this help you for the future?
I think it will get the word out, and obviously it's all building relationships. And we hope more young people will become more involved with such issues. And hopefully we can work to build a greater pool of people of support.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Thank you.
And I know as well, so Princess Sada Kabidi, is that correct?
Yes.
Your Highness, tonight you are going to receive the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award for your lifelong commitment to building a stronger nation through volunteer services. Can you tell us about some of your volunteer projects in the United States and globally?
Well, mainly it's I do homeless feeding, helping, and bringing awareness more to the younger generation, volunteering in schools, yeah, things like that.
So wonderful. How does it feel to be getting this award tonight?
Oh my gosh, it's extremely unexpected and very exciting. I don't believe I deserve this. There are more other people who have done much better things than I did, but it brings awareness, hopefully.
Yes.
And I'm very grateful.
Yes.
And
well, we're very grateful for all the work both of you do. And we are so appreciative that you're here tonight, and have an amazing evening.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.